I'm the bad engineer. You already know me now. Bad one, the bad engineer to the good extent. You know what I mean when I say the bad engineer. So today I'm going to be teaching CSS box model. So I'm not going to waste your time. It's going to be a very short few minutes. You're going to just learn it. So if you've been having issues with margin, padding, border, I think this is the best class and the last class you are going to take, and you're going to also teach to other people like a professional. So trust me and stay tuned. So every element in your web design is what is rectangular. For those of us that have gone through, because before you could do this class, you must have taken HTML. So for those of us that have done HTML, you know that every HTML element is what is a rectangular box. So we have what in this CSS box model is defined by what? By 4 layers, and below are the 4 layers. We have the content. The content is whatever you've written. Let me say you have an H1. You now say this is my H1. That is your content. Then you have the padding. It's transparent, all right, and is what is the clear area around the content, but you cannot see it. Yes. Then we have the border. The border goes around the padding and the content. We have already seen it earlier, but I'm going to show you guys. So when I mean we already seen it earlier, I'm going to show you guys with some images. Then now we now have what? The margin. The margin is what is the clear area outside the border. The margin is what is transparent. So look at this image now. We have the content here. This is our content here. Then we have what the padding. The padding is what is the space between the border and the content. Then we have our margin. So all this big English, let's move to let's go and write it in the code. Let's see how it actually works. So now we have our index.html. So now we're going to link our CSS because we're going to be using external CSS. So I already have a CSS linked here. So for those of you that don't know how to link external CSS, we have use the link tag. You have the relationship, that is the style sheet. Then you have the href, where is referencing to, which is the styles.css. So I have to come in now and create a styles.css file where we're going to write our CSS. So .css. Now we've created it. So what's the first thing we do now? Let's come to this our HTML. Let's have an H1, right? Let's just have one H1. So we have one H1. Let's say this is my heading, right? Now we have this is my heading. Now I want to see where we have want to just apply our box modeling technique to this. So let us see our margin, padding, and our border, and also our content. So I'll come here in my CSS. Let me just do H1, right? Then the H1, for us to see this is let's give it a border first. Let's give it a border. So this border, let's give it a 4 let's say 4 pixel, right? Let's solid. Let's give it a color. Let's call it black, right? Now let's go to our HTML. Let's see what we have. Let's show preview. Yes, you see that we have our border of 4 pixel, right? Is black, right? So now, so let's see what happens without the border. You see now we have just our HTML. So now let's put back our border. You see now we now have the border. So if you see this is our content here. This is our content. You see after I selected it, see there's no space between the content and the border. So now we already know what border is. So border is this black line that we have right now. So now let us go and see what padding actually is. So here I'm going to be doing padding top. So we can use. So I'm going to give padding top 50 pixel. Now I'm going to do padding top 50 pixel. So you see what happens here. This is our border. This is our content. So the space within our content and our border is what is called the padding, right? Then now let us go and see what margin is. I promised I was not going to bore you. I was going to be very, very straightforward. Now the space within let's see what padding comes out, 50 pixel. So you see the space within outside this border line up now is now called the margin, right? So you see, let me increase our margin. Let me increase it to 100. You see, it has gone down, right? I've been able to push it down. This is 1000. Let me take it to 100. It is back, right? I could also do padding bottom. Let's see. Let's call it 20 pixel. You see, it has gone down. The padding has gone down. We could also do padding right if we want. Padding right. Let's call it 20 pixel. You see that it's pushing it towards the side. Let's do padding left. Right. Let's call it 20 pixel also too. You see, now we need to use padding to see. I'm going to push it now. It has moved. Then if I wanted margin, let's move it. Let's see. Let's do margin right. Let me call it 20. You see that it's actually moving on this side. So watch this side when I do the margin. This where this my mouse is. Just watch this area where my mouse is when I do margin right. Let me add. Did you see? Did you see? Did you see? Let me call it 10. You see that it's moving, right? Let me put it 15. You see the margin is moving from this space, right? So that's just all about it. This is about 6 minutes. It's taking too long. So if you want to learn more, follow my next episode. I'll teach more CSS and HTML. Thank you. Peace out. Bad Engineer speaks for you.